Konnichiwa, so it's Satoe here. Thank you for watching our video. Today, this video for 30 minutes practice Reiki together, this video. So this is also for Home Reiki Volume 2. We did this last April, the Volume 1, and then today is the Volume 2 to give you some idea how to practice Reiki nicely at home. So you can watch my video and practice Reiki together. Today, I want to introduce some of my some techniques. If you are a Reiki practitioner, so you also know that how to connect Reiki and you practice your Reiki breathing or do some distance Reiki technique. But if you are new to Reiki or you never learn how to do breathing or distance Reiki technique, don't worry. So you can just also watch me and practice together. I think you can imagine like this is based on your imagination work as well. Yeah, but mostly for practicing Reiki, the most important thing is actually so you feel comfortable or not. So any practice that Reiki is related to whether you feel good or not. So yeah, don't worry. So I hope that everybody can do it nicely now. Okay, so now today I also wearing a very comfortable clothes, so you can like me sit on the floor. Otherwise, you can sit on the sofa, sit on the chair. Now we move to connect Reiki and then do some breathing technique. I really like to do breathing technique almost every day. I know that many people practice breathing and meditation now to really balance your energy yourself. So this is also very good for releasing your stagnation, releasing your negative emotions. So I want to do this practice together with you at the beginning. And after we finish the breathing technique, so I'm going to introduce the distance Reiki technique. But today I want to focus, so actually because I want to do this session, especially I heard the comments from my several students, of my Reiki students. They say that they are so stressed that they couldn't go out, and then they always stay with kids, and then this kind of a stressful feeling at home because most family members just stuck at home most of the time. I personally found this is also a good chance for us to the practice in the different way of lifestyle. Maybe before you always keep going out, and then you can find the free time very easily. But of course now many people feel physically blocked. But this has also become challenging for us to so how to deal with it mentally, emotionally. So maybe after go through these kind of challenges, and then you nicely practice Reiki, maybe your mentality, your emotionally become stronger. So this is really a good idea, and then we can improve further as well. So now we're going to sit nicely, and then if you can make your back straight, but in case you feel you have back pain or you feel the shoulder is really stiff, then you can more focus and around the sacral bone, around your hip. Yeah, it's the best to not be on the chair like this, but you can make a little bit straight. But if you find it your posture is too tiring already, maybe you can lean on the chair, lean on the sofa is okay. Yeah, so now we're going to connect to Reiki. So if you're a practitioner, you know how to connect Reiki. You can put down your hands on your thigh, and you can close the eyes. And then imagine Reiki, the energy. Even the Reiki energy is invisible, but we recognize Reiki energy every day, like breathing the air, and then the oxygen nicely come to your body. So like breathing, we also absorbing the Reiki energy all the time. You can also raise up the hands and connect Reiki. Or if you have any problem of the shoulders or back pain, you can also put down the hands on the thigh, like on the knee. Then you can continue to imagine that Reiki energy nicely is falling down and then fall into your body. So maybe your breathing become nicer and easier, so you can take the deep breath. And then imagine the light in the sky is beaming on your body. Even you closing the eyes now, maybe you find out your brightness inside the sight is getting brighter, for example. Or you feel some warmth or some tingling sensation is coming to touch your hands. It's really normal, like when you practice connect to Reiki. So our body is 24 hours receiving this Reiki energy to survive. Like you have this energy circulation in the body, but we need energy absorbing the body all the time. So if you tune yourself better to receive, more energy come into the body. So this is the work to how to connect Reiki energy. If you couldn't feel anything, it's okay. So you can chant in the mind that I connect to Reiki energy. Imagine that your body nicely tuned well, and this Reiki energy, the warmth, well-balanced, comfortable energy is falling down and touch your head, and then that's go through your back and fill up your whole body. The Reiki is coming through your body. Okay, so now you can open the eyes again, and if you are raising up the hands, so you can put on the hands. Yeah, so now you feel really warm, like a warm surrounding your body, so you are nicely connected to Reiki now. So now we're going to do some breathing practice. Yeah, in Reiki, so which is called Joshin. This Joshin meaning cleansing your heart. Yeah, so I was talking more about your negative emotions last time in another video. So we actually assume that these negative emotions are creating every day. Yeah, our heart is so free to feel many different emotions. Sometimes we are feeling positive emotions, but of course we are feeling the negative emotions as well. It's not going to ignore all those negative emotions, nor you're going to say that, I'm going to delete all negative emotions. But for me, it's the best to acknowledge your negative emotions. But when we do this breathing practice, so imagine that you have this breathing rhythm, like when you inhale with your nose. So you are absorbing Reiki coming into your body, and when you do exhale, you can relax your shoulder, relax the back. Especially you find it your breathing cannot very deep, so maybe you find it your stiff shoulders and the back is very tight. Then when you exhale, so you're going to relax your muscle. And you can try to make your exhaling longer, like even you can count 5 seconds, for example, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, now I exhaling with mouth. You can also exhale with your nose, but my personal experience can tell you, so if I use mouth to exhale, for example, if you have a lot of stagnation sensation, like you feel like your breathing is not easy, then you want to like spit it out. This is really comfortable as well. Like sometimes you find it your chest is very heavy, you find that the throat doesn't go smooth, or even you want to cough up. So it's all fine. Like those symptoms is actually naturally come out because your body want to release some stagnation. Then you do breathe in, strongly exhale, or yeah, you can try. And then feel like you are really, like a flowing, the Reiki flows like a water, like a shower in Reiki, or even you can imagine like, like a ocean waves, like you are standing on the beach, and then the tide, it touch your feet, and then imagine that this tide is go out back to the ocean, so then the water is all go back to the oceans, then the sand also movement and touch your feet, so this kind of sensation is very comfortable, like some movement touch your feet and then going back to the ocean. So when I do the breathing, especially I found that the stagnation in the body, somehow that's really make me easily imagine like a ocean tide, so like a waves is coming to me and go back. Yeah, so this is very comfortable. So you can also imagine like a waves, the rhythm from the ocean, or you can imagine the light all the time, like you are absorbing and then releasing. Yeah, so just repeat so you can continue your own breathing rhythm. Yeah, so if you find yourself, for example, some negative emotions untreated, then feel like you are very patient about not going to feel those negative emotions. It's okay, so do this breathing and then release it, like you're going to release your muscles, the stiffness shoulders or tight back, or even the muscle in the face. You can just all relax it and then just go with your breathing rhythm. Yeah, so repeat several more times of your breathing. Do slowly and more focus on exhaling. So you may realize that if you are feeling more relaxed and very comfortable breathing you can do now, maybe you become so easy to access your tummy. Yeah, so this is called abdominal breathing, but for Reiki sometimes we call this tanden. It's especially located in your lower tummy. If you could focus more to the lower tummy, it will be good. But in case you find it your chest is really heavy or some vibration sensation is so big that you couldn't really access or you couldn't focus on your tummy, then you are more find that relaxing your muscles and relaxing your shoulders. But then if you could access your tummy, so you're going to move your tummy like when you inhale. So your tummy is going to be inflating, and then so you make it smaller, and then so when you inhale, the tummy is going to inflate and shrink. Yeah, so this is like a movement of the tummy, like your belly is also moving, going out and then in. But the Reiki movement is actually going to be the opposite. Like when you inhale, so you are flowing Reiki, store the Reiki inside the body, and then when you exhale, so you are spreading Reiki, like you are expanding this Reiki energy from the body to the outside. Yeah, so this is working with your own imagination, like a light is always flowing to the body nicely during your breathing practice. So even you do the breathing like naturally milder or stronger sometime, but imagine that Reiki is always nicely come to your body, so you're absorbing Reiki nicely. And then you always good to store Reiki energy inside the body. You're doing very well now. But if you have some stagnation in the body, you feel like a little bit annoyed and like want to spit it out, so you're going to exhale strongly. So that's possible. So you can continue until you feel really comfortable enough, like you find it is more relaxed, your breathing becomes slower. So this is really making the difference when you feel stressful. Maybe you are not realizing that your breathing rhythm is really faster. And it's very hard to move, like your hands is kind of tight fists, but if you can relax it, so it's really easy to release your hands power as well. So this like a totally relax your palm as well. And then actually the Reiki naturally flowing, like your hands also relax, and then this is very good energy flow. Now the most people feel the warmth is actually going down to the bottom. Your head around here become less energy is ideal. It's not like too many energy around the head, but now we can bring more energy to the bottom. So this is called grounding. Yeah, when you do the breathing, so naturally you are helping yourself more grounded, like your energy going down to your bottom. So you feel your mind calmer, so you are more relaxed and not too nervous and not too worried as well. how do you feel now? Do you feel good? Or if you still have some stagnation, so you can work more on exhaling, and then in case you need it, so you can do exhale strongly and relax your shoulder, relax your back. Or if anything that you find that is very annoying feeling around your chest and your throat, or sometimes it may happen like around the head or tummy, so then you can do exhale strongly to release your stagnation. Yeah, it's very simple work, so just continue breathing, but try to make it slower. And then the key is to do exhale strongly or longer, as long as possible. When you inhale, actually you don't really have to count about inhaling, but if you more focus on exhaling, then inhale is much easier. So just doing naturally inhaling is okay. Yeah, I see most of you watching this video, you find it your body become warmer, or maybe you feel really sleepy. You feel like you want to lie down on the bed now, or you feel like a little bit tiring, like you maybe want to yawn, or some people have tears. But this is very natural reaction from the body as well, because you could successfully relax your body. Then usually people become more sleepy or tiring feeling as well. Yeah, this is also very natural. Or some of you maybe the opposite way, maybe you find it more refreshed, like you have energizing yourself. So then you find it more positive emotions, like uplifted emotions. You naturally feel grateful feeling. That's also very right when you practice breathing. Yeah, this is also, I can say you're doing very well now. So now we're going to move to the next practice. So this is what we do today is distance Reiki technique. So when you learn, you already Reiki practitioner, you did the distance Reiki technique before, so you can work with your own way how to do this technique. You can also use the symbols, mantras. If you are new to Reiki, then I suggest you maybe, so I'm going to tell you how to do it. But today, so we're going to work with, for example, your real children, or if you don't have children, so you can imagine yourself. Yeah, we're going to make the energy ball with 2 hands here. So you move your hands like slowly. Yeah. Because we practice breathing, we also practice connect to Reiki. Maybe many of you feel some sensation between the hands very easily. What is the feeling now? Do you feel something? Or if you didn't feel anything, it's okay. So maybe you are too nervous about how to feel energy. But practicing Reiki, most of the time, your sensation feeling is like coming naturally. That's kind of sensation. Yeah. If you couldn't find any sensation yet, don't worry, then you can work with the imagination. If you know how to do distance Reiki, so you're going to draw your symbol between your hands here. So you're going to chant somebody's name, like your the kid's name. Actually, you can work with 1 kid or 2 kids or 3 kids. It's also possible. But if you are not sure, or you want to work particularly 1 kid, for example, then you can chant that person's name, or you can chant your name. Yeah, and then imagine. So we're going to send Reiki to the person. After, you're going to work with your own symbols, mantras between your hands. So you can move your hands. But if you are new to Reiki, you are no Reiki practitioner, then I suggest you to do. So we are going to do this energy ball. Then you can put some nice color, maybe your favorite color. For example, I say I want to put some color in pink because I want to make this energy ball very warm and very nice and comfortable. So pink color is the best. Then you can work like this way, any color that you can put in this energy ball. And then imagine the person go into this Reiki ball. Yeah, the person feeling very comfortable inside the ball. Like you can imagine like they are absorbing the Reiki energy inside the ball. For Reiki, we are not going to lose energy. Like now we are sending Reiki energy to somebody, but you can know that at the same time you are also receiving and gaining energy as well. So usually I always tell this, the thing about Reiki, because this is the benefit of practicing Reiki. So even you giving the healing to somebody, you are not going to lose any energy, but you can also gain the energy and balancing your energy as yourself. So this is happening at the same time now. Okay, so how do you imagine? Actually, so after you did the symbols and mantras, so the distance Reiki is going to work like naturally, so we don't have to think anything, but we can just send Reiki energy to somebody like this way. So even I talk now like this, I can still send energy to somebody. Yeah, so this is how it works for your distance Reiki. But I also want to tell some story about, so this story about when my kids are very small. Yeah, because when my kids are very small, then I still didn't know about Reiki. Actually, I used to be the mother who was very worried and very irritable, like very stressed every day, that I'm so tiring from parenting. So I also easily imagine that maybe some of you also feeling the stress at the moment, like because you have to stay most of the time. Maybe you have to stay with kids and they always look after the kids, find that slightly tired. And then I think I want to say that this is the time for you to practice Reiki to balancing your own energy. But now, what happening now between this person and you? So both of you getting more smiles. Yeah, because we are absorbing Reiki energy, and then the people becomes naturally energized and easy to make smiley face. Yeah. In the body cell level, actually, so we all receiving the Reiki energy, like absorbing the oxygen. Then our face, like a skin, muscle, everything is back to the very nice place in your body. And then so you can do the breathing nicely. Yeah, your heartbeat also getting slower. And then you're breathing also not too fast. Now you're taking a very nice rhythm of the breathing. You find that your body temperature also nice. So your emotion also become very nice and uplifted. Yeah, so easily become very nice, and maybe you feel grateful as well. But then now I want to tell you the story when I was doing like a very tiring mother before. So you know what, I found myself, maybe I worry too much. Yeah, because I totally didn't know how I can be a good mother, in the world. So many worries go around in the world. For example, thinking about education for kids, it is quite a lot of money we have to pay, and the kids can have a proper education. So many people believe like this way, but a long time before, like when I was small, the education maybe a more different way. For example, maybe we don't have to spend too much money on kids' educations. But I live in Hong Kong, the education fee is very expensive, and then somehow many people think that maybe paying more money can receive better education. Maybe that is not too wrong. Yeah, still we are doing this, in our reality. But what I want to tell you is, as a parent, so sometimes, we are worried too much, or maybe we are too angry. Then, so how do you face to your kids? Yeah, sometimes yourself is not really balanced, your energy. Then suddenly, so you have to face the others, not just the kids. Maybe you giving too much pressure on others. Every kids really love the parents, right? So they like parents smiling, and then parents are happy. So of course they are happy with it. But sometimes as a parents, because we have a lot of expectations, yes, I want the kids to be like this and that, and a lot of opinions, expectations, maybe that's also giving them too many pressures. Yeah, like this now, so many people worry about hygiene, and we want to be healthy all the time. But this kind of, like a very strong mind also feeling too stressful sometimes as well. So imagine that you are very good, you have very good communication with kids, and then so you have your smile also giving your kids smile as well. This is really funny experience like this now. If you have, for example, you imagine your kids here, but your kids is no longer with you, like maybe the kids is next door, or maybe some people not living with kids anymore, but you can imagine, your kids here between the hands, or maybe you can also imagine yourself here, and so you are encouraging yourself as well by doing this Reiki. Imagine like both of us have more smiles and we are recharging naturally by Reiki. Yeah, so this is really good practice. Like maybe you feel worried too much, you cannot make confidence, but by energizing yourself, so you can be more confident, you can do a good communication with your kids or with others or with family members. How do you feel now? Do you feel good? Like what is your sensation inside the body? Do you feel good sensation now? For Reiki, even you couldn't feel somebody's sensation, like you assume that you're going to give Reiki to somebody, but if you couldn't feel that much, the somebody's energy, I always tell, don't worry, it's okay. Yeah, the first of all, because you are receiving Reiki now, then what is your sensation now? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel warm? Yeah, so you shouldn't be not too tired, but sometimes maybe you happen like you're yawning a lot, you really feel tired, you want to lie down and sleep. This is also very natural reactions, like maybe your body needs rest. Yeah, but the thing is, so I say that not too tired means that so you are not going to drain your energy for doing Reiki for somebody. Yeah. For me now, I have this sensation, so I feel very good warmth is coming to my back, and then my hands, so I have very good Reiki energy ball now here, and then this hibiki sensation is actually getting milder now. Yeah, and then for me, easily imagine myself and my kids have more smiles now. So we all recharging together. Now it's your time. Take your time to recharge yourself, and we also help the kids to recharge. Yeah, so more smiles and re-energize, and we are coming back to the balance, good balance energy of us. You can imagine, like actually, so if you have sensation or not, but you feel really warm of your body, your mind is getting cooler, lighter, it's very good balance energy of you. So you can easily imagine when you go outside, actually, so your feet can nicely touch on the ground, so you walk nicely. And then when you think, your thinking also can work very properly. Like you can very calm and then look at the things or situation that's happening in front of you. So this is very nice condition of your energy balance. Then you can also attract the very balanced energy of something is coming to you, because you are also balanced as well. Okay, so now we want to finish once this distance Reiki. So now we can chant, put the hands together and chant in the mind. So I finish Reiki practice. Okay, so thank you very much. ありがとうございました。So how did you feel now? Did you like this practice? Actually, practicing Reiki is very simple. Of course, if you learn Reiki, you receive attunement before, so it should be working quite well. So you could really feel the Reiki flowing quite strongly or powerful sometime. And then so this kind of a releasing stagnation sensation also become very effective. But some of you maybe they didn't learn Reiki before, but I believe that you also could feel something in this video. And then if you can say now you are quite relaxed and very balanced energy, like your feet is really warm, or you are not too worried. So before maybe you are worried always around you, or you easily get upset, but how about you now? Do you feel less worried, you feel less angry now? Then at least, so I can say your practice was very successful. Practicing Reiki is not just a sensation around the hands, but like a whole body sensation as well. And then of course it have to include your emotion as well. So if you could feel those kind of changes in you, I can say your practice today was very successful. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today. I did very much. And then if you have any question, you can leave the comments below, or any practice if you want to do next time, you can suggest me, so you can also leave the comments there as well. And thank you for watching. And then actually, so now from now on I want to do more this home Reiki, especially I'm thinking about this May I want to make it happen more home Reiki as well, so you can enjoy more practice Reiki online here. So please subscribe our channel. I can see you more in the next time, and you also can receive our updates from our video as well. Okay, so thank you for watching, and have a good Reiki day. See you next time. Bye bye.